What's going on with these transporters? Oh. Hey, I didn't see you there. What's going on, guys? I'm Jace Machine, and of course, we are playing StarMade here on the Squadron survival server. I have a problem. This damn unit right here, let's make sure I'm in gravity, right? This unit here is currently named Residence, right? But see how these are lacking names? Now, I know for certain that I named them. I've named them twice now, and they keep going back to no name. So I have to guess where I'm going every time. So, yeah. So let's head over to the shipyard real quick here. We've installed these transporters during this time period of base building. There we go. So this, I just wanted to start this new base tour with what I've done. I've enclosed the entire shipyard, and this is not actually parked at the shipyard. I mean, it's parked, but it's not docked to anything. It's just hanging out in here. Let's hop into a build block. I moved the build block that was over there. I still need to replace these chairs with something less ridiculous. Tell you what, I did notice that you stay in gravity once you teleport. That's pretty boss. We're gonna go back to the residence, and we're gonna hop into a build block there. Hi, conveniently placed build block. Alright, so let's see. As you can see, we've gotten quite a lot of work done on this base since the last episode. This is what we had been working on, and then I kind of just went crazy off camera. As you can see, we have a bunch of cargo containers that we got from the blueprint that LensCap gave us so that we can model our own canisters after them. And then, like I said, we have a number of different bays that go all the way across, and each one is going to be assigned like a number or a letter at a control panel. You're going to be able to select which canister is coming in or out, and this is the output, and this is the input for the canisters. And we have a little walkway, hallway going on back here, just so you can easily access a lot of the stuff. I was thinking about glassing it in, but the fact that it's such easy access, I really kind of like that. Easy access, you know. Alright, so transporter, why are you giving me trouble, huh? Alright, name it Canister Control. Huh? Confirm. There's not a whole lot to see in this hallway quite yet, but I'm thinking that this back wall is going to be a good place that we could set up the controls for this. Or maybe use this little open space here. I got to seal this off. We are going to have a sliding door that comes across and seals this entire thing up right here. So we have the rail already in place for that. This design here, let's see here. Those large doors are controlled by this guy right here. But as you can see, that ring is not tied in. That's going to be part of a design. I'm going to try to put my logo into the side of the doors. That should have fixed it. Let's see. Yep. Groovy. As you can see, this thing's just sitting in here all haphazard. It turns out that the core docker really doesn't care about blocks that go through it. So, yeah, it's not docked. The core is over here, and I didn't feel like moving the core docker. But there you go. This down here is glassed in. I thought that was kind of a cool sort of thing. I like to be able to see into and through my structures. And then we used the scaffolding right here, I guess, to go up the side. I still wanted to have parts of it open. I guess we could put some sort of door in here as a shutter. But yeah, there you go. And we have a nice little balcony area with a roof. So that's what is now in this spot. And of course, I don't care about the vacuum of space. I'm an android, right? That doesn't matter. We have stairs. We could come down here. You know, people wearing space helmets are welcome. I have now connected all of these outer buildings. This is glass here, glass out here. All of these outer buildings have now been connected. With great views, I must add. So here we are in our factory. You guys know this place if you've been following the series. And it continues all the way around so we can access everything that we need to access. I'm going to continue filling in these areas and use them for different rooms, like a medical room and things like this. This is where it ends. And as you can see, it's because this ship's here. Now I wanted to show you guys how I docked this on an angle, because it is very much so docked here. It's because it is attached to this, which is in turn attached to this, and this is a rotator rail turned at a single button press. I just attached a button and clicked it, and it went to that angle. And then I was able to build the rest of the structure out of here and then make sure it had room to dock. So now this ship is safe from pirate attack or attack from Drakkard if he so chooses. Not saying he should attack me, but he might attack me. I don't trust him. Do you guys trust him? Let me know in the comments section below. So this is still going to be the control center for the entire space station. We're going to have to come back in a future episode and work on this in particular. And then, as you can see, we have amassed a lot more mass in the meantime. That's because of my cargo here. You can see I have a lot of, I have 14,000 gray hull wedges. I mean, I like wedges and all, and we might try to use them. But you know what this game needs? Is some sort of reclaimer factory. You know, something that you can take that in and then smelt it down to either composite or even just down into gray hull. I don't know. I think that would be cool. Speaking of cool, this is something I think is pretty cool. This hallway here comes out. Let me get this HUD off the screen here. We have a force field here that is controlled by this button. Right? Why you no work? Someone turned it off manually. That's why. Alright. And I use these capsules in here to look like they're actually generating the force field. And this is nice and glowy right here. You know, I'm very much inspired by Star Wars designs. And so basically this hangar is going to be a Star Wars styled hangar. Of course, we got the Ghost parked in here for the time being. That's just so I knew I can make a hangar big enough. This looks like it's going to be a window out to this area, but maybe it'll end up... Yeah, it'll have to be a window because this is going to be a landing pad and it'll interfere if I make it anything else. But maybe it'll be like a little walkway here. You can check it out. This here, which has its own problem. No name. Change name. We are currently in Hangar Control. And the next time I log out, I'm expecting all of these to have reset. But hey, maybe not. We came back and the residents in the Shipyard were still working, and those were the only two that I reset the last time I played when I discovered the problem, so maybe it's fixed itself. I don't know. This is my attempt at sort of like Star Wars lighting. I think it's kind of cool. I want to make it go up taller. I don't know. We're going to really pattern out and texture out this section. And right here is my paint maker, basically. We have the nice tubes of where the colors are being poured down through the grates. And then down here you can see, clear this off my bar real quick. Thank you. Alright, so as you can see, this is where the paint ends up being poured into these containers down there. That's why they're all yellow and orange and red, and they're full of paint. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They're going to be connected up to here, so you'll be able to pull out individual paints. This is the input, and it is connected to this storage bin right back here. So if you don't see these normally, then it ends up just being this empty area, which I'm thinking I might put some of this caution tape down inside just to let people know that that is an unsafe area. Window. Big window here. You can see the Millennium Falcon is parked here. And we have just a whole bank of computer terminals because I think it looks pretty. This is going to basically be the new factory area. We're going to put in our hull splitter and a few other things. I know we have a lot of different factory units that we need to port over from the old space station that were perfectly fine, and I'm going to put those guys right in here. Back here we have these garage doors, basically. I like the slab system that's in place where you get to choose how thick the slabs are, and as a result you can make nicely depthed things, and it just adds a little bit more texture to what you're doing. You know, and you can do that with blocks as well. I think that's what this is, actually. It's a different color block, different texture from the normal hull. I think it's just standard, and it's just inset just a little bit, just to give it some slight detail. I want to go through and make sure I round off the corners on everything. I'm going to end up adding more layers of detail on areas that I know that are definitely going to be facing what is known as like the outside. I'm not so sure about areas in this area. Man, I can use that word all day. I'm not so sure about the spaces in this specific area that extend out here above this factory area, because this is here. I'm not gonna be able to put anything there, but I might be able to build up from here. Again, it all depends on where landing pads are and what abuts what. I said but. I'm trying to think if there's anything else here to show you guys. I'm pretty sure that is it. Let's shut this door. Close. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's coming together. A lot of hallways are exposed. This is still, you know, very much a work in progress. And next episode, we will come back and we will be building onto this. I don't think we'll be doing a speed build. I think we'll just sort of talk our way through the process. This is how I do my windows, by the way. I put a nice deep hole. I don't know. Basically, this would be where the glass is set. But you don't want to actually put your glass down there, for example. We'll use the crystal composite. Yeah? Oh, yeah. We'll use this as an example. You know, you would place it on top. That way, when you're looking through it, it just has the appearance of going down. And that's the same thing with these corners as well, which is why I use these angled bits in here. So yeah, kind of like this. I kind of like this look of this composite. I don't think I've ever used composite before, but I do recommend that you guys who are builders get familiar with the different blocks as best as you can. That way you know what you're working with, and if there's a certain situation that calls for a specific look, you are completely ready and set to deal with that. I'm going to end up clearing this out, but this is where you would put glass. I want to have a nice view, a nice, easy, and clear view here. We're going to put a control console across here, and people are going to be able to sit down and activate buttons and do things, and that'll be cool. That'll be cool. And it won't be open in the back. That's for sure. So as always, my space stations come together with a very organic sort of feel. I just kind of, I mean, I literally feel my way through the process. It's how do I want something to be. I like the really large Star Wars landing pads of varying sizes around the base. I think this is really cool because, I don't know, I just love this ship. I'm going to totally redo a lot of its bits, mostly because now that we have slabs, we can cover these up completely, and they'll look really slick and make better masts from there. And these, again, because we have slabs, I have a much better idea for how I'd like to do the solar sails, for example. And hopefully we'll be able to go out and take on the whales once those whales come into the game. There are torpedo tubes. There will be torpedo tubes, I should say, built into this thing. I know that was something that I had planned on, which is why those spaces are open there. It's gonna be cool. I can't wait till the mobs get here. I think that's what most people are waiting for. Once there's mobs in the game, there'll be more random things to do, and I mean, like, not like pirates, because obviously we have pirates, but once we actually have creatures that we need to go after, or at least defend ourselves from, that's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to make exploring planets and other places way more interesting, I think. And hopefully they'll put random loot in the chests in the existing space stations, huh? How awesome would that be? Alright, so with that all being said, and that tour done for the day, thank you very much for joining me, by the way. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I think that it was a lot of content for the time, and hopefully not too many edits, because that'll make it easier for me to put this one out. We have lots more work to do, of course, and we'll do those in the future episodes. If you guys are new around here and want to see more, subscribe to see more. You guys know how that works. And for those of you who've been around here for the longest time, thank you so much. Recently, we passed 3,000 subscribers, and this month on the 24th, I am actually going to be celebrating my 2-year anniversary as a YouTube content creator. I've had this account since November of 2005 and been using YouTube since then, but it was only 2 years ago on the 24th that I put out my first video. I think it was a Minecraft video. I got something cool, and I will show it to you on the date, on the 24th. So mark it in your calendar. And I've been rambling long enough, guys. I gotta go. I love you all. I will see you next time.